Hello students, welcome to a new video of Mains PYQ. Today we will be discussing another question of CSC 2023, paper 1. This question is from the Indian culture part. Okay, it was a 12th question of 15 marks. Okay, it talked about the contribution of Delhi Sultanate towards the technological changes introduced and its impact on Indian society. Okay, so we see the question. Okay, so what were the major technological changes, okay, of the Sultanate period? Here you have to identify the keywords. The two keywords here are what and how. So you have to expand on two parts. The body will contain two parts. Now, what are the changes, and second part, how those changes impacted Indian society of that time. Okay, so coming to the introduction, you can talk about in the introduction you can talk about the timeline, like how Delhi Sultanate started in 1206 with Qutbuddin Aibak and ended in 1526 with Ibrahim Lodi. Though in Delhi Sultanate unofficially began in the year 1192 after the Battle of Tarain. Okay, but it was only in 1206 that Muhammad Ghori handed over the reins to Qutbuddin Aibak and he established the slave dynasty. Okay, so the timeline, official timeline would be 1206 to 1526. Okay, next you can talk about how the advent of Turks brought new ideas in almost every field. We'll see the technological contributions in this particular answer. Okay, so coming to the body part of the question. Okay, the first part would contain the technological advancements. Okay, the first you can see was its contribution in agriculture. What was the contribution? Development of Persian wheel and Gaz-e-Sikandari. Okay, so what Persian wheel did, it improved the efficiency of the agriculture, of the irrigation systems of that time. Okay, this brought a lot of area which was otherwise could not be brought under the plough. Okay, next, Gaz-e-Sikandari was a unit for land measurement. Okay, and it standardized, okay, the land measurement of that time. So it also improved the agriculture. Next contribution was in the field of textiles. Okay, the new ideas were like pit loom, okay, spinning wheel, okay, and draw loom. Okay, these ideas, okay, these new technologies, okay, new processes of textile making increased the production by at least 6 times. Okay, next we see the contribution in the field of metallurgy. Okay, new processes for steel making. Was brought by the Turks. Okay, what it did was it eased the mining operations and production of steel, and these metalworking techniques boosted its coin making abilities and its ability to make tools, implements, and weapons as well. Okay, the next we see its advancements in military. Okay, the Persians had brought the Nawak. Namak was a short bow used by the Persians. It was brought to India, and next it had brought technology of stirrup. Okay, stirrup is the piece of metal. Okay, or the came in this shape. Okay, it was a metallic piece of this shape wherein people can put their feet on. Earlier, what used to happen? The saddles had leather stirrups, so it was not stable. Later, because of the Turks brought the metal stirrup, the stability of riders became more, and they could even shoot these navaks, the bows, on horseback. Okay. Next, we see paper making. Paper making. Okay. The Turks brought the technology of paper making and binding processes as well. So the bookkeeping and record keeping became very common after that time. Okay. It also went with the idea of historiography. Okay. The Turks had a very strong idea of historiography. Okay. So because of their ideas, because of their promotion of paper making and bookkeeping, the historiography also got a boost, and a number of historians came to writing things. Okay. So it led to development of culture as well. Okay. So these were the particular contributions in the field of technological advancements. In the next part, we shall see how it impacted the society of that. A very important scientific development, technological development of the Delhi Sultanate period was the architecture. You see, currently not many monuments made before Delhi Sultanate period are remaining. Okay. It is because the development like use of gypsum and mortar lime by the Delhi Sultanate. So this infused strength in the monuments, and the monuments on large scales began to be added. It was because of the technological advancement of gypsum and lime that complex structures like domes, arches, and minarets were possible. Okay, because these could not be done just by bricks. Okay. We come to the second part, impact. Okay. The agricultural developments led to production of more food, boosted agriculture. This new advancements in agriculture led to the prices of food grains coming down, and the society became generally better, more prosperous than the earlier times. Okay. Next, we come to how it boosted economy. Okay. In the medieval times, you might know that textile was a major export of India. Okay. So as the new technologies increased production by almost 6 times, okay, and brought the cost of production down, it became more profitable, okay, in the international markets. So it boosted Indian economy, it boosted Indian exports. Okay. Export of textile. Okay. The advancements of metallurgy. Advancements in metallurgies helped in coin making. Okay. The economy became more monetized because of ease of coin making. Okay. And then metal working also helped them make more implements for agriculture and more weapons for military conquest. Okay. Helped in military and economy. Okay. Next, we see the intellectual development, the process of paper making and bookbinding helped in advancement and promotion of general learning and literature. Next impact, we see the impact of architecture. Okay, the architecture, okay, they made very beautiful monuments like Tughlaqabad Fort, say Lodhi Gardens. Okay, these architectural monuments helped them consolidate their empire in a way that these grand monuments, okay, inspired awe among the masses, okay, and they could establish themselves as the most important and most powerful political players of those time, okay. And this also, the architecture also helped in the development of a syncretic culture, okay. Like what happened in the earlier times, the infusion of Indian elements in the Turk monuments was a necessity. Like when you see Dhai Din Ka Jhopda was made in a couple of days out of an existing temple. Okay, so you see the mosque, the dome which is there, but there's also a painting of goddess on a wall. Okay, so earlier the monuments made in Delhi were made from the parts brought from the other Indian monuments of that time. Okay, but in the later times we see that Indian elements began to be infused with the Persian or the Turkish monuments by design. Okay, so we see the architecture was a very important contribution, okay, in society at the societal level. Okay. Next we see conclusion. In conclusion, you can show how the scientific developments led to impact in society, art and culture, and economy. Okay, because the examples of few of them you have already mentioned. And next part you can see how the Mughals built upon the success of Delhi Sultanate. For example, the textile revolution, okay, the improvements on textile brought in the Delhi Sultanate period was helped the Mughals in becoming the most powerful empire. Okay, because by that time the Indian economy, the Indian export was in so much demand in West that the Mughals became one of the most prosperous empires of that time. Okay, so we see the technological developments by Delhi Sultanate helped the later Mughals to consolidate and improve and increase the influence in society. Okay, so this was the question number 12. We'll meet you with another question. Thank you.